Hi, I'm Velshi with MSNBC. President Biden is fulfilling a campaign promise to establish a commission to examine the expansion of the Supreme Court. The study is going to look into changes to things like term limits for the justices. Let's take a look in this week's A More Perfect Union with Jeffrey Rosen, the president and CEO of the National Constitution Center. Jeff, the Constitution does not state that there can only be 9 justices on the Supreme Court. Is that something they're going to look at?
They certainly are, Ali, and there's no question Congress has the power to change the size of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court started at 6 justices. It fluctuated between 6 and 10. During the Civil War, Congress reduced the number of justices to deny Andrew Johnson the ability to make appointments and then increased it again to 9, where it's stayed ever since after the Civil War. So the question now is, first, is this likely to happen? Second, is it a good idea? And third, are there alternatives? Is court packing likely to happen in practice? It's not, for the simple reason that Joe Manchin, who holds the power in the Senate, has said he's against court packing and against changing the filibuster. And you'd have to do that in order to actually pack the court. So is it a good idea? Justice Stephen Breyer made an important speech this week where he said those who might want to favor structural change like court packing should think long and hard, because it's important for the country to think that the court is guided by legal principles and not politics. And that could change if parties change the size of the court every time they get power. So then the question is, are there alternatives? And you mentioned term limits. That's one alternative that the commission is going to be looking at. This is an alternative that liberals and conservatives are converging around. The National Constitution Center had a project recently, and both conservative and liberal scholars thought term limits for justices might actually be a good idea. So when the commission reports in 6 months, that's a possibility that they will be looking seriously into. Back to you, Ali.
You and I will have another chance to talk about it then, I hope. Jeff, thank you very much. Jeff Rosen is the president and the CEO of the National Constitution Center.